Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Harebrained Games. Today we're going to take an unboxing look at ancient civilizations of the Middle Sea. This is the second in the series of the games, the first being, wait for the camera swing, whew, Ancient Civilizations of the Inner Sea. In one of my 7 or 8 towers of GMT games. Anyway, Ancient Civilizations of the Middle East builds upon the concepts of the original and adds a few extra things as well. Let's open the box and take a look. Oh wait, we already did. Anyway, sweeping saga. Sweeping saga. What do you get? You get a richly detailed map. Very similar to the one that came before. In this map, covers the inner sea was basically this area here, in that region, and yeah, that's why I put them close together. See, you just go out of the Middle East and you go right to the inner sea. See how that works? It's destiny and it's divine intervention. You've got Turkey regions. You've got something new here. New in this that wasn't in the original is you have terrain types, and these will affect play accordingly. Nice little sip turn order. The epochs. I'll have to glue those on with epoxy. Epochs upon your children or something. Anyway, victory points. Blah, blah, blah. Again, I like the detail of this map. It's not meant to be, realistically breaking down. Like, there was a game called Genesis by GMT that has a lot of intricate details. It was a paper map, though. This is nice and mounted, and because the emphasis of your player is going to be on sort of lightning speed recreation of this time period, and so you're going to worry about this. You're not going to want to get too detailed and lose fidelity of the actual components on it. You also get lots and lots of pieces. Now, this all came in one big baggie. I've split them up, but you get 50 different round tokens, and these are going to be built upon, so you can build little towers. You've got your camps, and you got your settlements, and then your cathedrals. Kidding. And then you're just going to build them up, and they get more mighty as you go, and they determine like what areas are contested, controlled, etc. And then you have wherever your starting home region is, you're going to have a block, so you can be a blockhead. And then you have, I think, there's 6 different individual colors. These would be great M&M colors. And then you have, if I remember right, white for money. You have black for barbarians. And I believe some of those are used to kind of block off areas, because this is a game for 1 to, I believe, 6 players, if I remember right, which I may or may not. And so certain areas may be blocked off during play. And then you got a little extra side. There's a stronghold. So again, there's a couple new concepts being introduced here that are pretty cool. Deities. Apparently all the deities are squares. But monotheism, yep, that's what I'm using. Yeah, God of the Forge, God of War, God of the Dead, God Milk. There we go. And of course, they have a sale for the P5, and if you order 50 round discs, you get 2 extra discs for free of each color. I'm kidding. Those are spares. Spare me. Then you have what's new is these civilizations. You have basically lots and lots of civilizations. There's, I believe, 22, and each one of these just rings home anyone in history in the area: the Scythians, the Greeks, the Israelites. Oh yeah. Sumer later, you'll play that one. Elam, Chaldea. Yeah, so you can see there's just a ton of variety in these different civilizations, each with their special abilities, things they can do that are different from the other civilizations. So kind of cool, and totally cool. The rule book. Again, I like this. You've got the artwork already. I love it. Just love that artwork, and the table of contents being on page 0 is pretty amazing. I like the little tablets. The 2 tablets came down from the mountain of GMT. Do not smash them. All right, and then we have the standard fare. As always, I really appreciate when someone goes and does this and says, hey, I played the other game. What's different between this game? So you can kind of focus on it, where you're glossing over, yeah, I remember this from the previous game, which I don't, but if some of you do, you're going to want to appreciate this kind of thing too. Bliss. So you got that, and then you have some handy sheets. This just kind of relays the abilities all in one chart, double-sided. Cultural development tracks, for those who remember that, for Acme and Asus. I love Acme. Solitaire player aid, and this sucker is, I think there's kind of a flowcharty, like, yeah, there's a text-based flowchart kind of thing that's going down, like each time you're playing with NPC, these are what it's going to do, how it's going to go. I'm interested in this. A lot's happened in the years as far as getting like AIs that work differently, but this, we'll see how it goes. I'll play it quite a bit, I'm sure. Sequence of play, again, I remember you growth phase and the reckoning phase. It didn't phase me. End of epoch, change of epoch table. Love it. Love it. All right. You also get, as standard fare, this nice thick playbook. And this playbook is, not only does it give you the whole setup of how things go, it gives you tons and tons of scenarios. Lion of Judah, successors. Oh my gosh. Look at all these options. Ooh, nice. That NPC solitaire scenario crafting procedures. Yeah, you get your money's worth in this baby. Look at that. Look at that. Stop the action. Biblical plague. Negated. Wait. All right. Oh, and again, like if you want to be my hero, give me information on this. I remember when Mark Herman did a book, he did a game called Churchill, and one of the books he gave me was American Warlords, which is still probably one of my favorite World War II books of the hundreds that I've read, just simply on the nature of how yeah. Like, yeah, if you're a history buff, these are your groove. And finally, we have the deity cards. The Hamagood deity. All right, Father of the Gods. Father of the Bride. That almost worked. God of War. God of Peace. God of the Dead. God of the Forge. God of the Skies. And of course there's the monotheism, which will be my go-to. And then there's fate cards, and these fate cards are just delicious. They remind me of what was in the previous one, but each one of them has some excerpt, corresponding related excerpt from scripture, like done in the old style, like New King James, I believe. But yeah, just, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Nehemiah, Deuteronomy. Oh yeah, just, the artwork is interesting, and I'm not doing a review yet, but I'm going to say the artwork is a very interesting style. It doesn't seem photorealistic, and at the same time, it doesn't seem like fantasy artistic either. There's something about it that's compelling me. Wow, look at these cards. Anyway, that's it. That's what comes in Ancient Civilizations of the Middle East. I'm very excited to get this rolling on the table, and perhaps you will too. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Harebrained Games.